blah, 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 blah.
Hmm.
I'm so sleepy. I don't know what's wrong.
Wanna
I
go back
blame
to
the
sleep?
drugs.
Can only blame but yourself.
What?
I said you can only blame but yourself.
Mm. So the way to make me stop eating is to put me to sleep. Makes sense.
Makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Okay. Muffins need to cool down still. Need to saute mushrooms for pizza. I cut up a lot of mushrooms. Oh God. I'm not even cooking the full 3 meals and I'm already exhausted. I'm gonna have to start drinking coffee. Or maybe I should start drinking more hot cocoa.
Something.
Something.
Something, something, something.
Something, something, something.
Something, something.
Something, something, something.
Ah, you need to calm down.
What? What?
You need to calm down.
Why do I have to calm down?
What is this?
You're restricting my natural inability to be social.
You know what I'm gonna do.
Okay, muffins. Just gonna dump them in here this time. This is ridiculous. Ugh. Let's see, how can I make this sauce better? Ugh. I should have really gotten different tomato sauce. Fuck it, let's get this one. Spice in it. I can't. And some garlic. Oh, Fallout 76 today, huh? Good, good.
No.
Onion.
Beef.
What
What?
do you mean no?
What
Oh
I mean
shit.
is what I meant.
Out of Italian seasoning. Oh no!
Beef.
Uh,
Uh.
Hmm. What to do to send to Italian seasoning?
Continues to play Fallout 76, even though a lot of people are returning it.
Eh.
I know some people who are like they're not gonna buy it until like 3 months pass and they work out all the bugs and stuff.
Well, nothing is encrypted. Nothing. You can install Cheat Engine in that game and just use it if you want to.
I don't even, with the people that I see playing it, I don't even see them running into anyone else.
That's because nobody owns the game.
I know a lot of people actually. I know an entire server that practically has the game. There's a lot of them. Sauce's server, his gaming server anyway, knows like they all like have the game. I don't know what Sauce's opinion of it is though, because last night was he streamed it, but I didn't get to watch it because I was just meh.
Well, the opinion of all of my friends who are diehard Fallout 76 fan, or not Fallout 76, just Fallout fans in general, is that 76 is hot garbage.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's not that bad. I mean,
I mean, Mhm.
I get that it needs work, but
Well, it needs dedicated servers, encrypted servers, it needs to mask your IP. It doesn't do any of that, so it's just a network security leak waiting to happen. Like, you can physically be hacked by somebody IRL, just like generically hacked through that shit, because it doesn't do any of that.
Yeah, that should have been like a number one for them. Why would
Yeah,
they choose servers that are not encrypted?
that's why I give a lot of these companies so much shit for stuff like that. It's like,
It's like the simplest thing. It's not even something complex.
it's like if I was going to create an online game, my priority would be having at least one dedicated server if I was a startup, and then encrypting the shit out of everybody's fucking stuff.
Hmm.
oh my fucking Christ.
Why is your dog barking
I
again?
don't fucking know.
Because barking doggos are doggo barkers.
Yes, yes they are.
But if they
My
fix all
dog
of that
doesn't
stuff, encrypt the servers, and unlock the frame rates, because apparently that shit's been capped to FOV, I might play it.
I'm pretty sure they'll work out all the kinks eventually.
It's Bethesda.
Yeah,
They might.
they might.
The only thing they still haven't realized how to figure out is how to not corrupt your save files. I don't know, just with the way people are talking about it, it doesn't seem like it's a finished game at all, or even close to being ready for release. It shouldn't have been, and they know it shouldn't have been.
Isn't it? Didn't they release it like earlier than expected? I feel like it's really like this is public beta versus an actual release. The way
Yeah,
that
no,
people talk about it.
it is. They didn't do what they should have done and kept working on the game like they do with all of their other games.
Hmm.
It just it
Makes no
they're
sense.
getting sloppy. People are getting fucking sloppy with this shit. They expect, you know,
And they got so many people pre-ordering that game, like ridiculous amounts of people. They know they fucked up if a whole bunch of people are returning it. It's not fair to all the Fallout fans.
Well, it's the AAA community or the AAA industry as a whole needs to just pull their fucking heads out of their asses and take a step back and look at what they're doing. Because when you're pissing off your communities on a daily basis by not listening to them and doing your own models, yes, it is getting more expensive because people are fucking greedy, but you know, take the time to actually make a decent game and you might make some more money than you think you're going to on it. If your projected sales are 100 million copies and you drop a fully released game and you get 200 million copies of it sold, like a fully released game with free DLC that comes out on a regular basis, like that's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have a fully fleshed out campaign and then they add extra campaign content on later as a roadmap thing. And you sell 200 million copies, you're going to have a much happier community overall because you're telling them, hey man, we want you to play this.
Mm-hmm.
Not, we want you to sit down and play it for an hour and then get off.
I feel like they're not really paying attention to like all the people who've been streaming the games and giving their opinions on, what needs to be fixed and stuff like that. Kind of stupid to give out an alpha or beta key without actually utilizing that kind of feedback
Yeah, like
as a company.
if in the alpha, the entire streaming community that you allowed to stream it is like, this game gonna be bad, and they're explaining why, you should probably be like, Fallout 76 release date pushed back 6 months.
Well, what they did was the basic, oh, it's an MMO, we can, put a patch in to fix all that stuff when we get the time to do it.
And honestly, the only reason World of Warcraft has survived so long was because they released a fully fleshed out game that they could flesh out in their time constraints. It was broken in a lot of places, but it worked better than a lot of these new ones that have come out.
Well, what they did is something that also no one else does is weekly server maintenance. Like, there's very few MMOs that actually do that. Every Tuesday, World of Warcraft would have their weekly maintenance. Like,
And actually, they do it more often now too. Like they're doing Monday maintenance, and then it's probably going to go down on Tuesday. But what they're probably doing for this Monday is releasing a hotfix and the Thanksgiving thing, and then setting it up for the Christmas event.
They also like have player public test servers, which is also extremely useful for an MMO. Like, you get the feedback from the community, you have your QA testers verify that data, and I used to love playing on the test servers because I would see all the upcoming content before everybody else.
And then you put your little feedback in saying, hey, this ability, you should probably lower the percentage of damage it does. It seems a bit high.
Right.
And then you see that 600,000 other people are saying it.
When you have quality like responses, which is hard to get to, but in the end, like you just weed out what is quality and what isn't. It's not easy to run an MMO.
Oh no, and that's what Bethesda is going to find out very quickly.
But Bethesda is a big company. Like, they should have the funding available to them to create a quality game, MMO or not. Like, what are they thinking when they're releasing something like this that has, like, I'm seeing every time I see Dahaka's card, it says level 1. I know he's not level 1 right now.
Yeah, like if it's not even updating card or anything, that's fucking alpha shit you get out of the way.
Exactly.
Like basic parameters like movement parameters, FOV cap lock parameters, Because in an alpha, obviously the quality is not going to be quite as high because they're not going to use full-on fucking fleshed out textures and shit. So, bitch is going to run at a million fucking miles an hour.
Right.
When you put it in beta and you start using those fleshed out things and you just see it's like, we have the most powerful hardware in the entire world right now and we're only getting 12 FPS? What the fuck? Start optimizing your fucking game.
Yep.
Like, if it's a day one patch because they found a major issue that was game breaking, cool. Like, I am totally fine with that. But you know why the day one patch route now, right?
No.
They give you the basic file systems, but they don't give you anything necessary to run the game. That is what your day one patch is. It's not actually any, it's generally, I'm going to say it's not any fixes. It's actually like the exe and all of the integral system files to run the game.
Oh, goodness.
That's why when I bought, fucking, what was it? Tom Clancy's The Division on disc. Yeah, I bought it on DVD-ROM. And it was, I think it was like 5 or 6 discs, and it still had to download 7 or 8 extra gigs on top of it. Because they do not include the .exe in your fucking games anymore. Because because people will fucking immediately go, hey, look, and they'll put it on the internet. As a torrent. But it's like not worth $60 right now. It's the No Man's Sky of Bethesda games.
There are ways to secure the .exe, but
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
feel like
sketchy.
security people don't exist in the gaming community anymore.
Nope, nobody cares. Aftercharge has been live for 24 hours and their community is already falling off because the game sucks.
It's terribly one-sided.
It hurts so much to see a startup company fail this hard on a beta.
Yeah. It's just terribly one-sided. Like I don't know. I can't. I don't like those style games to begin with. I was willing to give it a chance. Like those. I don't play MOBAs. I don't play first-person shooters, and that's clearly a combination of the two. I only wanted to give them a chance because the community was very nice and they're really like looking out.
Yeah. When you have a new community and it's actually nice, it keeps you in there, and then you remember back to when the community started.
Yeah.
When the community's toxic and you're like, yeah, it's all you new people. It's not the old community. Like that's where your buddy who's like he can defend the League community. If he started when League started, when the community was actually okay.
Yeah.
I can see why he'd be so defensive of it, but if he started recently,
no, he didn't start recently.
He's defending the community.
Yeah. He didn't start recently, but he acknowledges that there are players out there that are toxic. But he's like, hey, the player, not the game.
No,
and I'm just like, that's hard to do with that style game.
The style of game, from the standpoint of a filthy casual when it comes to those types of games, because that's what I would be considered.
That's what I am. So.
It's a great concept. It's an entertaining concept because League is probably one of the only ones that's actually done it right. And that is why they are capable of keeping themselves afloat with just one game. Although they've been bought out by Tencent, so they've been bought out by one of the biggest Japanese publishing corporations in the fucking world. No, actually they're Chinese, sorry. But they haven't changed
from the record.
They haven't changed any prices. They let them do what they do, unless they fuck up. Then they're like, "You're gonna do this." because when, and this is also something publishing companies, because Tencent's doing it fucking right and letting them continue to do their own thing. When you buy a developer out and they make wonderful games, leave them the fuck alone and let them make their fucking games.
Yep. Just give them the money that they need and let them produce the quality that they're producing. Very simple. There are always ups and downs, and that's what they don't understand either. Like, if they let the developers do what they want and feel like, oh, you're not producing what
You're not
we want in
producing what we
time.
want fiscally, but
Right.
when you look at a game that's been developed for an entire year as opposed to a game that has been announced and then released within 6 months, because I know they've been working on it longer, but when you hear a game is coming out and it's going to sit there for about a year or two and continue to be developed, as opposed to one that's going to be talked about and then released 3 months later, the one that's generally going to be on the burner for another year tends to be the better game.
Yeah.
Because it's had more time to simmer and QA and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I mean with stuff like that. Like, look what happened to fucking Batman. When that released on PC, it actually fried my hard drive.
Oh my gosh.
And it caused multiple crashes to the point where people's computers were actually not working properly afterwards.
Wow.
Because the way they looked at it was, oh, you have a computer, you have the most powerful hardware in the world. What they did wrong was they had a 10-man team for the PC Q&A. What? They had, and it was a small company of 100 people that was not even the original people who continued to work on the Batman series. So they built it for console and then just shoddily released it on PC. And I came to find out that a lot of the issues that were persisting in alpha, they continued to let persist in full release. So like falling through the floors, the game crashing, and the tutorials and all that stuff.
Oh my God.
I still have not played that game, and I am a huge Batman game fan. I refuse to play the game because of how much it fucking broke all the time. It's one of those things where even Warner Brothers Studios acknowledged the failure of that company and gave people refunds within a time frame.
That's insane.
Yeah. Like, if you're gonna let that shit happen, you should probably let the company that did it right the other 12,000 times continue to do it. And honestly, I don't think you should ever dev anything initially for console. I think you should dev it on PC and then translate all of it and optimize it for console later. Because you get a better overall quality game too.
I wonder how Blizzard does it, because I know for a long time they were strictly PC, and then
Blizz probably still raises the middle finger to the console community. And it's like, no, it's coming out on PC first.
But Overwatch is one of their most successful games now. Like, it's super successful.
Well,
considering that it's their first platform game.
When the game launched, I actually didn't have terribly good hardware in my computer. And I could easily run that game at 150, 200 FPS on max. So
they've always been really good with PC games in terms of Mac and Windows. Like, I used to play WoW on Mac. It was really good.
The Mac version of WoW actually ran pretty well from what I saw.
From the shortcut keys on the Mac were actually better than the shortcut keys on the PC.
Yeah, I would believe that, actually. PC has too many options you can use for them, and not enough compatibility.
And they were really adamant about always producing a game for the Mac as well as the PC. Like almost all of their games are both for Mac and PC.
Well, as a you know, PC gaming community as a whole, I'm including Mac in this because it
Yeah.
is a form of personal computer. It's just branding.
Right.
Um, they've always taken that extra level of care to make sure that the game runs well on pretty much every single configuration you can think of, every year of PC up to a certain extent. Like Buddy Wasp on his literal fucking potato of a laptop. The thing could run Diablo. I mean, not ideal settings, not even technically the lowest full screen settings you can go, because he had to enable low effects mode and put it in a window. He could run Diablo 3 on his potato of a laptop at 30 FPS in an 800/600 window, which is a testament to optimization, especially since it was just some default ass laptop he had that he bought used that wasn't even upgraded and was refurbished, so shit probably already didn't work right in it in the first place. Not to mention it's a laptop, so anything you run on it is automatically going to run. This isn't to be mean, it's going to run worse, mainly because a lot of the SDHDDs, so the solid or the slim disk hard drive disk or whatever, it is going over to solid state, but a lot of them are still using like the slim form factor hard drives.
Yeah.
A lot of those run at about 5,400 RPM, which is not ideal for loading.
No.
7,200 RPM, if they could do that, but it would generate so much more heat. It would probably be a problem. And then...
Well, that's why I get hybrid drives for my laptop. Like, if I have
a solid state hybrid thing, really weird ones they have. Those things are pretty neat.
I love those. If you do a RAID configuration on them, it's the speed is the equivalent to an SD.
I was actually thinking about fixing up this Windows 7 laptop. I gotta find a hard drive for it and upgrade the RAM, and it'd probably be a pretty okay machine. I mean, the soldered GPU is probably going to be the Achilles heel of it, though, because it's like actually at this point it's 11 years old. The hard drive failed on it, and I went to go and reinstall Windows because it was just loaded to the brink with crap. And it failed to delete the partition successfully. All the data corrupted, and it became unusable. Left about 50 gigs on the hard drive.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So it was a dead hard drive.
You bricked it.
I didn't brick it. It bricked itself. But if I was gonna buy a laptop, I'd probably buy like one of those $2,000 gaming laptops.
Definitely.
Because you want something that's actually going to be good. My problem is internal storage is not high enough at 1 terabyte. These companies need to fucking learn if they're going to ditch disks.
Yep. It's
not to mention all the fucking bloatware. Like, if you've ever built a computer, your own computer, don't you just love when you put the hard drive in and all that stuff, boot it up for the first time, and the only thing on your Windows screen is the recycling bin?
Yeah.
I love it so much, because then you know there's not all that fucking bullshit bloatware, which they hide now. They hide all of it with their fucking Windows Store. Just give me like a copy of Windows that has everything on it, and I can put the shit on myself. Please, can you give that to your PC community? Like, we don't want all this extra crap. It would be neat if they did like the next iteration of Windows. If they do, it had like a Windows Gaming Edition, which was like a minimalist, you know, operating system. It didn't have
They
like
do need to build something like that.
it has none of the Office tools, so it's straight up just for gaming rigs, you know, all that stuff. None of the extra bullshit. OneDrive isn't a thing. Windows updates are actually disabled unless the user does it themselves.
I mean, they're trying to pawn off professional on the gaming community, or the home pro version.
Home Pro's gay. Professional. If you're gonna buy Home Pro, you might as well just buy, you know, like the proper Windows 10 professional version.
Hmm.
At that point, it's the same price, and from my experiences, you do get a couple of extra useful features occasionally.
Hmm.
But this iteration around, you don't. I picked up the professional version just because it comes with like word processor in it.
Hmm.
So if I ever actually have to do anything, I don't have to go out and buy Word.
And it annoys me that Windows comes with a 32-bit version versus a 64-bit version. Like, come on, people, stop it. We know that the 32-bit version does not run well on 32-bit machines. They're horrible.
Well,
If you've ever
32-bit
had to
versions
do
of
that.
Windows are like super budget PCs. Like you can run stuff on 32-bit versions. I think it only allows 8 gigs of RAM now. As opposed
Yep.
to up to whatever your board's manufacturer
Yeah,
tolerates.
1632, whatever.
No, it will not go past. I know XP, if you had a 32-bit version, would only allow you to use 4 gigs of RAM. So if you had a
Oh, yeah.
32 gig kit, it would be like, here,
It
have
was
4 gigs.
bullshit. Yeah.
It would say 32 gigs of RAM, 4 gigs usable.
Yeah, that happened to me too. I was like, why is this happening? And I realized that I bought the 32-bit version of Windows. And I was like, fuck. So what I did was a little bit of a hack, because me and Gray bought Windows, but he bought the Pro version. I bought the home version.
No, it actually, when you buy a key, you can use it on multiples. It's up to, I think it's up to like 6 keys or something, and then it's like, no.
On Windows 7, they had a restriction.
Oh, yeah, the Windows 7. Never mind, you're talking about 7.
When Windows 10 came out, it was like pretty much free for everybody, so it was better. But
Yeah, because they realize people aren't going to go out and actively spend, especially the people who got grandfathered in like me, coming from
that's
Windows
what
8.
happened to me
So I just take my Windows 8 key and do it, and it's like Windows 10 Pro.
too.
Because I had Windows 8.1 Pro, so I got Windows 10 Pro.
I mean, that's sort of what I did. I had Windows. It is. What I did was I had the home version on my computer, which was 64-bit. Then when I started using it, I was like, okay, why is this not upgrading properly? Why I can't see my RAM? I did the research and then found out it only supported up to 4 or 8 or whatever it was.
I think it was
I was
only
like,
4 gigs up until Windows 8.
Yeah, and then when I finally figured that out, I was like, okay, I have to install the 64-bit. I took his version of Windows 7, used my serial number for it originally, and then upgraded it using his his disk, because he had Windows Ultimate. So I
Yeah,
was just
Windows
like,
7 Ultimate was actually the final testament to a decent operating system they've released.
it was really good. So I was able to upgrade it that way. Then when Windows 10 came out, well, when Windows 8 came out, I was like, fuck that shit, I don't want to use it. And then I was forced to use it, so I was just like, all right.
Oh yeah, because
fine,
they
I'll
forced
use it.
everybody over to Windows 8.
Yep. And then, but on my home computer, on one of my home computers, I wasn't forced into it. I was just like, I'll just go straight to Windows 10. So I did that on one computer. The other computer, I left it at Windows 8. And then when I saw how clean Windows 10 was, I was like, oh, this is way better than 8. So I switched both of them over to
Yeah,
10.
Windows 10 is clean, but it doesn't cater to the people who actually use it on a regular basis, which is their gaming community.
Yeah.
Because major companies are
Yep.
not going to go out and buy keys for fucking Windows 10 for all of their computers, because
Exactly.
physically, and I know it's not terribly expensive to buy computers in bulk for a company, but
Mhm.
physically, they'd have to retrain their entire IT team,
Mhm.
which would cost millions, because they have to make a new training program. And then it would probably cost, like, I'm talking about, like, fucking New York level skyscraper accounting buildings. I'm talking about shit like that. You would be paying probably close to $100 million to get all of that infrastructure fucking Windows 10. Just because it's enterprise.
Yep. Like my company, they don't, half of the computers don't run Windows 10. I'm in web development, so we have to have the latest, but a lot of the people who are like in accounting and
Oh,
stuff like
those
that,
motherfuckers are running spreadsheet on XP.
they've
If even
never
that.
even heard of Windows 10.
Spreadsheet on XP if they're even fucking lucky enough to get XP. Because 95 is perfectly acceptable for fucking spreadsheets. God, fucking. It's so terrible to think about, though. Like, how much money they would have to spend just because it's commercial.
Yep.
When the servers would have to be compatible with it and all that stuff. Generally they are, but, you know, they'd have to go and update the servers. So you think about the money sink that these companies do, and then you're like, yeah, XP's cheaper. And they gave us, in my high school, they gave us fucking, I think it was like Windows Vista. It was either Windows XP 64-bit Professional or Windows 32-bit. They gave us one of those to run all of our stuff on.
Mhm.
Because I remember all of the managers, or not the managers, all of the, oh yeah, the IT managers and all of the fucking teachers were complaining about how they couldn't fucking use .doc files because
Mhm.
it was .docx. So they were not compatible, and I'm like, you do realize all you have to do is convert that file over to a .doc file, and then you can use it. And they looked at me and were like, how do you know that? I'm like, because I own a computer with this operating system on it.
Yeah, really. God, people are.
I have internet. I know how to use Google.
Mhm.
No, and I told one of my teachers that one day, and they're like, so how do you do it? I'm like, right click, and then literally a lot of the time for those, you can just rename the file and it'll fucking open it.
Yep.
And I'm like, literally just watch. I showed one of the teachers, I'm like, watch. Give me the most unimportant file you have on there. And she's like, okay. I said, because if this actually doesn't work, bad shit can happen with it.
Yeah.
And I go and I type .doc instead of docx. She docks the laptop up and fucking opens up the file. And it works. And I'm just like,
There you go.
just like, there. Now you know how to use Windows Vista. And we were the most technologically advanced school in the entire state because of that.
Oh my God.
Like high school wise. And I think we had Mac OS X. What was it? 10 for the fucking Mac all-in-ones or whatever it was. I forgot what animal name they gave it.
iMac. All
No,
in one?
the all-in-one IMAX. I forgot what animal name they gave the operating system.
Oh.
I think it was like Cheetah or something.
Probably.
They were
Hold
all
on a second.
stupid. Serious Sam is finally finished. Hey, there's been an 11 meg update on Aftercharge. What did they fix? Nothing. He literally didn't fix anything.
If.
I bet you I actually have to go to their Discord server.
Mozzarella. Wow, Sauce is really, really lazy.
Hmm.
I told him one of his YouTube videos got blocked, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I told him all he has to do, because he was playing radio music, copyrighted music. All he has to do is go to YouTube and delete the soundtrack that they're saying is copyrighted, and then the video will show. He's like, I'm too lazy for that.
Or he can literally get every single music media copyright thing and just plaster that shit on there. Right in the description. Because once they see that description, they're like, oh shit, this guy knows his shit. Alright, you're fine.
Either
Like,
way, he's not gonna do it because he's lazy.
He's just gonna leave a blocked video up on YouTube.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
that's what he said.
And he's a content creator.
Mm-hmm.
Group findings for Aftercharge. Like, literally, I was looking for patch notes. There's no fucking patch notes for this 11 meg patch. It fucking annoys me. I wanted to see what the new patch was. You gotta tell your people why they had to download an update for their game. Even if it's just a hotfix. You have to tell them what it's about.
Yeah. I'm old, I don't count.
I guess I'll just clack for a bit.
Clack, 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 clack.
Clack on the clone. I couldn't get black and white working,
Oh.
so I uninstalled it and deleted all the files. I sat around
That's
and
pretty much what I would do.
tried to get it to work for a bit. It's not compatible with Windows 10 at all. So even if you put it in compatibility mode, it's just like, oh, what did I do?
Maybe download Windows XP VirtualBox. It's free.
I could do that. I could probably. It probably would. Because don't I have to like? No, I can just be on Windows.
Windows within Windows.
Yeah, I just launch it and it just launches Windows XP. Windows XD. Is it a 64-bit virtual machine?
Yes, you can
Good.
download it either way.
Because
But
I would download the 64-bit version.
Definitely. Like, what it is you download VirtualBox, then you find the official version of the Windows Virtual, whatever it's called. I think it's called Windows Virtual PC, something like that. You download that, then you have to set that up. That takes some time because it's literally a Windows installation. but it's all, you know, an emulation. So because of VirtualBox. Once that's set up, then you can run anything, any old games that you want in there. Can't tell you how well it's going to run. Some things run better than others.
It'll probably run like Dolphin, finicky.
And it also depends on your dedication. Like, how much do you like suffering?
I just want to be able to play Black and White 1 and Black and White 2.
Do they not have any sort of compatibility version?
Nope, because it says it's even unknown for the graphics card. It says no compatibility with OS, and then because it'll tell you what operating system you're supposed to be using for it in the diagnostics.
Mm-hmm.
But it only goes up to XP.
Okay. Yeah. There might be a better way to run it. I just don't know right now. I'm too tired.
It probably is. That or DOSBox.
Mm-hmm.
Because DOSBox is essentially DOS without having Windows.
Mm-hmm. I remember those days. I still miss my CRT. I used to think it was the biggest screen. Now it is the biggest screen, but it's not the widest
Not
screen.
in a way.
But
Although
I had
CRTs have like an almost non-existent delay.
Yeah, I miss my CRT, even though it was gigantic. Like anytime I have computer problems and the monitor is not working, the CRT would always work, no matter what the display method was. I used to pull that shit out all the time.
That's because it was well built. Things back then were well built. Let's not lie to ourselves.
Sound so old. So I said, I'm old, I don't count. Whatever.
Oh my god, this song's not even half over, and I've been doing this for like a minute.
Quack, quack, quack. I'm still determined to find a karaoke game to stream.
You don't want me to do karaoke.
Karaoke is the definition of bad singing. I am fine with it.
When I sing, I sound like 1,000 dying and screeching cats.
Still fine with it. Is this your stream? Even really talking? It's like we dominated the conversation.
I'm sorry.
I'm the
That's
one who's
he has no
sorry.
input. He's mad at us because we just trashed 76.
Wow, they did mad.
Just a little. I really can't say anything because I haven't played it, but from what I've watched, the people who do play it seem to like it, but they definitely noted all of the bugs and problems with the game.
Inevitably, though, if they don't listen to that, the game's just gonna die. It'll do what I call in the gaming industry a Titanfall. We all know what happened to Titanfall.
Yep.
I'm listening to a song by a guy called Admiral Angry. It's called Kill Yourself.
Well then.
It's got a very, very heavy breakdown. And that's what I was just doing.
So I was watching Good Intro's stream the other day when he was also playing Fallout 76, and um, he was one-shotting everything. He was
Was he
like, "I
cheating?
am." He wasn't cheating. He was like, "I am the most powerful player on this freaking server right now. I'm just one or two shotting everything." His friends would come online and play with him, and they would be just like standing behind him, not even doing anything because he was just one-shotting everything. Supposedly, he got some, um, he got like a full set or something. I don't exactly know what it was because I wasn't there when he got it, but he was just like, after he got that set, he was just like, it's just extremely OP. Everything that he does is,
Uh,
he's just like, I can't, I don't know how long I'm gonna play this game for if this is how it's gonna be. But he likes the game. He loves the graphics. He loves the gameplay, whatever. But he's like, there's clearly a lot of stuff that they need to fix. He's very vocal.
if they fix stuff, I'll give it a shot. But if they're gonna sit there and do what I think they're probably gonna do, the
Yeah.
only way they'll get me to play it is if it's with 23 of my other friends, because apparently it's 24 player, and we're all just in the same room together.
Wait, I thought it was more of an MMO, so that's a restricted.
It's a
It's more
restricted
like Ark.
online thing.
So it's an online game. It's not an MMO. It's like Ark.
Yeah, no, it's like Ark, or you could even put it as far to say it's like conquest mode in um Battlefield 3, except the game is permanent and goes on for fucking ever.
Wow. One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay, this'll do. Saya, what are you looking at? I'm the only person in the house now.
Burp.
Derp, derp, derp. Quack, 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 quack.
Now it's just making me do nothing but hammer-ons.
I thought you said hemorrhoids. Oh.
When the hippo actually fucking shreds in a song.
Whoa, I made a lot more eggs this time around. Oh, it's because of all the vegetables. They were bigger.
Piano. Ooh, an 8-second break. What's gonna happen? This is progressive post-hardcore rock.
Sounds
So
weird.
some shit's about to go down.
Alright, that's way more than I expected.
Solo.
Hmm. Don't want to use this one. Oh, yes! Nice, nice.
Chessie's such a good charter, though. It went from tap notes to hammer-ons flawlessly. Because even, like, Red Octane and shit would make you strum again before a tap to a hammer-on. Ooh, finish it off with a perfect solo at the end. Let's go. That's actually a really good song. Check out the song 12 Days by Art by Numbers.
Oh. Ow, 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 ow.
You just burn yourself.
I have one glove on like an asshole.
Aku wa. Why you do that?
I wasn't thinking that the pizza would slide to one side of the pan.
Always expect the pizza to slide to one side of the pan. Let's play an Audio Slave song, because it's on here. Me playing guitar is literally this.
Let me get
Oh, no change.
ice cube from the freezer. Fuck.
Haven't missed a single note, but I have already overstrummed. Hey, at least the song has a consistent clack.
Well, I could still use one hand. It's not the first time I've burnt my hands before. I hate cooking when I'm sleepy.
literally just made a song about shooting yourself in the head. I love it.
Oh my gosh.
Can't be mad at him though, because he actually did kill himself. You know the singer from Audioslave and Soundgarden killed himself?
No. I did not know that.
They're actually blaming it on the doctor for the medication that he was giving him. It was a type of medication that was well known for actually making depression much more worse.
Mm-hmm.
So, and if it's not regulated, it's actually even worse. So the doctor could be facing a manslaughter charge.
Oof. That's pretty awful. Are you playing against other people?
No.
Oh.
Oh, this song just escalated.
But I see you playing with other people.
Yeah, it's open world. Somewhat limited. You can still see everybody, Agua.
No, I mean, like PvP, like against other people. Like you were shooting something, but I couldn't tell what you were shooting. And I saw someone else like firing.
Oh, the song's only half over. And I know you can hear the rhythmic clacking.
Yep. I certainly can.
Not loud enough.
When you're on the easiest part of the song.
The Haka said not loud enough. That's because he's on the easiest part of the song.
Like, honestly, I was surprised I was able to keep the rhythm on that song. Oh, now it's back to the intro.
Okay, now I gotta split the Parmesan. They're fucking gigantic. And heavy. Thirsty again.
At the end, just a loud clack for you. Actually, August Burns Red does have some really melodic shit, but you wouldn't like them, Dahaka.
Okay.
You wouldn't like them at all.
Okay.
Screams the entire time.
Screams the entire time. Poor Dahaka.
He's like my coworkers. They don't like my music.
Oh yeah. Everybody's different though.
No, they refuse to listen to anything but rap.
Oof.
And they're not even listening to like old rap, which is good.
I listen to. I try to listen to everything with an open mind. If
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't
that's what
like
I
it,
do.
you know, like I have coworkers that are Indian, so they listen to completely different music than I do. And although I don't mind listening to what they listen to, it's just not something that I would choose to listen to. Damn it, some of my stuff is still frozen. Alright. Well, I could still manage this. Positivity bot just ranked up. Wait, Positivity bot is an actual person or actual bot?
Keck.
I
Oh,
would
She
August
assume.
Burns invented
leveled.
Carol of the Bells. Actually, it doesn't sound bad either. I'll play this one. This one sounds good. I like the way this one sounds.
Oh, this is still frozen too. Damn, all this is frozen. Alright, let's see if I can cut into it. Actually, this might be better. Hmm. Okay. Not bad.
Please be careful with your turkeys this year, you guys.
I'm not cooking.
I know, but
This
if you
year.
go over to anybody's house,
I'm not going over to anyone's house either.
Oh.
because there's been
Except for my grandma's.
an industry-wide salmonella outbreak.
That's just wonderful.
Yeah, for the turkeys. So
And
do not
that's
thaw it in your sink. You know, all day. Put that bitch in the fridge and let it thaw out for 3
well,
or 4 days.
that's
Like
supposed to
you
be the
should.
sanitary way regardless. Like I thought if I thought at all outside of the refrigerator, I thought halfway and then I put it in the refrigerator, but I don't for a turkey, you're supposed to leave it out for at least in the refrigerator. Leave it out in the refrigerator for like 3 days. Keep the
Well,
frost.
if you're not gonna thaw it out till the same day, you're supposed to put it in the microwave and do the defrost.
It would never fit in my microwave.
No, like that's the problem. Turkey doesn't fit in fucking microwaves.
You just don't have a big enough microwave.
I mean, most microwaves that are like above the head
Not big enough.
are not big enough. I used to have a countertop microwave, but first of all, it was Gray's and I hated it. And second, it was just gigantic.
It was
That
who,
shit
the what?
definitely could have fit Gray's, my ex.
Oh, fair enough.
So every time I would use that microwave, and it heated shit way too fast.
Did you check your wattage
It
settings
never.
on the door like you're supposed to?
Wait,
Because the standard
I
microwave
hear
is
you.
1100
You
watts.
cut out.
I did.
What was the heating settings you said?
Robot-y.
Keck. Give it a minute then.
Why am I getting robot-y? Can you? Oh yeah, it's still robot-y.
Well,
What server are we on? We're on US Central. Okay, that's a little bit better now.
oh well. Standard
wait.
microwave is 1100 watts. He might have been using a 1200 or higher.
It's possible. I don't know, but I hated that microwave because no matter what setting I would put it to, whether it was low, medium, high, or defrost, it was always on high. Always. That shit was broke. It was plain and simple broke.
It ain't broke. It still worked. It's not the way you want it.
Not the way anyone's supposed to use a microwave. But anyway, He loved that microwave. I made him get rid of it because I was like, we don't need 2 microwaves. We got
Sadness.
one that's over the head in this house.
That's what he
And
says.
one that's
Haha, we need
the
one you
counter.
can stick a turkey in.
Well, we never did that. He never did the cooking anyway. Not that kind of cooking.
It was his personal pan pizza microwave. Fuck was that?
I don't know. Someone came in and out.
Yep, I heard. Doo doo.
Yep.
I didn't hear it.
I missed it because I'm cooking, so
I didn't hear anything.
I heard it. Well, you're in stream mode, so you shouldn't be hearing it.
True.
Ah, there it is. Hi, Kai.
Ew.
Is the Kai at the macros?
How are y'all doing?
Yeah,
Is it Kai of the macrocosm?
yeah.
Sure.
Something like that. Okay, so my Bulbasaur just went from learning poison powder to being able to learn sleep powder.
Because that's the thing.
Do it.
Wait,
Well,
Fancy Star?
no,
Which one?
playing Pokemon Let's Go right now.
Oh,
I don't have really any time to do anything else. Once I get done with this, I'm going to be taking my Pikachu on here out for a walk while I'm at work.
so cool.
Is it noon yet?
Well,
No.
It is
Yeah.
11:13.
Alright.
Hey, don't rush my weekend.
No, I want it to be noon so I can fucking go over to GameStop and put money down on my pre-order of Darksiders 3.
Yeesh.
Oh.
Because I didn't get to do it yesterday.
because it's high noon. Oh wait, that's Overwatch, my bad.
You hush your whore mouth.
Oh well,
Wow.
we'll get over it.
That's besides the point.
Alright, let's play this
So,
song. It's
how-
5 minutes of straight death.
So how's Fallout 76 been since its official release?
Meh.
Meh.
Just
Have
meh.
they actually made changes to it? like,
I haven't received
yeah,
a single
beta?
update since the beta.
Wow.
Oh god, this escalated.
Fuckers.
How long has it been since that beta? Like what?
Hell if I fucking know. Hell if I fucking know. The last
It
beta
was
day
a month ago that they started it.
I don't know when they started it, but I know the last day was on the 8th.
Yeah.
They've only had 10 days to do any fixes, so I say give them another week since it's Bethesda at best.
That's still like bullshit for a major development company.
Mm-hmm.
They should be doing weekly sprints.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well they're
Speaking
still
from a
also
planet.
they're still also working on Tesso, so I mean
I don't even
Yeah.
know what that is.
Elder Scrolls Online.
Oh, SO.
Actually,
There's a
that's their
Tesla.
side publisher, ZeniMax, who has control over that one.
ZeniMax is doing that one entirely.
Yeah. ZeniMax is Tesso.
Okay.
It's not actually Bethesda themselves, so.
Alright, that makes sense.
Watch this
And
video.
ZeniMax is actually a
a
known online game producer.
Yeah. So apparently in Pokemon Let's Go, your companion, either the Pikachu or the Eevee, depending on which version you have, is once you reach Cerulean City, is able to learn this unique move. Apparently, the one for Pikachu is called Zippy Zap, and it's basically an overpowered electric version of Quick Attack, and it guarantees a critical hit.
Oh my god. Unfair advantage. OP.
Well, you only get 15 power points for it, so I mean,
Does it one shot
long
everything?
term. Yeah.
If it one shots everything, then it's not OP.
Well, it may not it's not intended to one-shot KO. But
You gotta
that's
get that
because,
PP up, dude.
yeah, I'm gonna be working on it for that move. Right now, I'm going up against stuff that's level 11 to level 15 range. My Pikachu's at level 23. And the only grinding I did was literally I put it in the Pokeball Plus, took it to work with me. Yeah, 4 levels off of that shit.
I'm a big guy.
But yeah, I'm having fun with this. It may not be the whole True Blue console version of the True Blue Pokemon that everyone really wanted out of it, but just yeah, it's still fun, and I get to take stuff on the go. So
Yeah, you actually get to play the game without playing the game.
yeah.
Very bullshit. This song is straight just angry. It actually makes me want to punch babies.
Does it now?
Well,
Which song?
I feel like that every day.
I'll let you know when the song's over. I actually forgot.
Who's it by?
I don't remember. That's why I said I'll let
What
you
are
know
the
when it's
lyrics?
over.
He doesn't remember that
Open
either.
your eyes. Literally is all he has said during this breakdown. Go.
Yeah, that's pretty much how I like my breakdowns. Go.
Heavy.
Go.
Heavy
Open
with
your
one
eyes.
word.
Go. Heavy.
Wait, hold on, there's more.
Wait, is it Screamo?
Martyr I have become. My light is dying inside. Oh, it's Screamo. It's actually like doomcore beatdown metal or something.
Ooh.
But wait,
Dude,
there's
boy.
more.
Yeah.
Blackened the sun. Martyr I have become.
You know, I get this move Double Kick, and it helps me against the battle with Brock. However, it's not really doing much of anything else for me.
Send me to
Coma.
hell, 'cause I
The band's
don't
name is
give
Coma.
a fuck.
Or maybe it's Black Tongue. Yeah, the band's name is Black Tongue, and the song's name is Coma.
Might be.
No, that's
I'll
what it
see
is.
if you're right. Did you literally just type in all of the lyrics that I just
Yes.
Might as well, right?
Gave me the song. It worked, didn't it?
Yep.
Dude, this is like
Exactly.
the straight up heaviest outro. I have literally strummed an open note and it is still going.
Okay, so that's the
Oh, the
Oh!
song's over.
That is 80 power.
Hey, you were right. Good
That
job.
was the fighting type move.
Proud of you.
I actually
Always good times for angry music.
Dude, I honestly love music like that though. Like that is my favorite type of music.
Are you
You ever heard
all...
People Equal Shit
Yeah,
Yeah.
by Slipknot? It's a good
Yeah.
one.
Literally just
Are you-
talks about how
do you
people are
guys have
fucking
latency?
retarded.
What about Die
yes,
Motherfucker by Dope?
they are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Die motherfucker, die motherfucker,
Let me
die.
change
Die
it.
motherfucker,
Exactly.
die motherfucker, die.
exactly.
Let the bodies hit the
Hold on
floor.
a second.
There you go. A drowning
The
pool.
ultimate baby punching song.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies.
Especially when, a 75-year-old.
Okay, bye.
Sorry.
That was kinda
Whoa,
weird.
not
Skip that
better.
for all about 10
Did
seconds
you
there.
moot him? What did you do to him, Agua?
I didn't do anything. I changed the server.
You fucked him up.
I couldn't hear anyone.
All I heard from Hippo was, "Did you moot?"
Mm-hmm.
Phoenix. I'm gonna have to
Huh.
message
Oh,
him.
that's not the move I meant
What?
to use, but it's not gonna
Oh,
matter. It's
okay,
gonna kill him
he
anyway.
What do you mean you're gonna have to message me?
He's there. I thought that you were saying something because I saw the green, thing go off, but I didn't hear anything from you. So I was like, oops, I think I fucked something up.
You broke it again.
I didn't break nothing. Everybody's fine.
Yeah, let's listen to the post
Everything is fine.
song,
Everything is fine.
Young
Nothing's wrong.
Robot by Dance Gavin Dance.
What about, Swing Swing? Or no, it's not just Swing by All American.
By who?
All American Rejects or some shit.
Oh, I never listened to that band.
Oh, no, it's totally like poppy and everything like that. Terrible.
Oh, hey, look, it's not
But it's so catchy.
It's so catchy.
Songs about beating people up in a
Why?
format are always amazing.
Okay.
Say, don't get in the fucking Pokeball.
How do you cut a baboli pizza?
That's a very good question.
Carefully.
I
Ah,
wouldn't say
The
carefully.
answer is carefully.
Like in 4
Shut up.
slices,
It's
6 slices, 8 slices? No, that's impossible.
8.
It's too small for
Hey.
8.
Better yet,
Pokeball.
just say fucking
You
it's 16.
motherfucker.
10 slices, Agua.
Get in the fucking Pokeball.
Giggity.
Giggity!
This is exactly how I did it from yellow version.
Don't want to see your new home, you piece of shit!
Get in the Pokeball, you
I'll
motherfucker.
poke your ball.
Ooh.
Oh, excuse me.
I bet you would.
Wow.
Ooh.
Dun,
Can I
dun.
watch?
No.
No.
This is like
I'll-
unfair treatment.
Well,
I'll
I don't
poke your
get to
prostate.
watch you, so I mean, it's only fair.
I agree with Kai.
You never asked.
Well, I did. You said
Bullshit, I ask all the time and you tell me no.
Exactly.
Yep.
I just found a band called These Nuts.
Oof.
Doesn't
The song is
surprise
called
me.
Binge/Purgatory.
Great. Love it. It's just a fun family event, you know? It's just great.
I don't play kid-friendly music ever.
Hmm.
Okay, so I'm completely blind.
No,
I
we
may
play
have
Kick
actually
Baby
found my cord for the.
Yeah, because if I'm not
Yep,
kicking a baby,
that's
it's
my
not
cord
music.
For the Switch, I guess I have my sister's
Amen to that.
Switch cord. Oops. Well,
4
There we
slices.
go.
Yeah, let's
I like
see.
how he probably doesn't have us muted on his stream and he's just hearing me talking about kicking babies.
Fuck yeah, you know? Who doesn't
Uh,
want kicking babies on their stream, right? Know what I'm saying?
I suppose in some way, form, or fashion, there are people who are into that kind of thing.
Yeah,
I'm not.
yeah,
I
you know.
swear to God, I'm not.
Yeah.
I
We
respect...
never accused you of being like that.
I'm 110% accusing.
Oh yeah, there's a band called Duck Duck Goose.
I mean, there's a band called Oakley.
Y'all are too fucking loud. I'm sorry. I wanted a nice quiet stream. So I can't go into this. The damn. Yet. definitely do that. I guess we'll go pick up the barrels. Yeah, about that. That's a lot of rounds. Alright, where are you guys at? Oof, was not paying attention. Add you to what sauce? To Bethesda? Ah, excuse me. Stretchy. tape, water filter, I already have that though. Any more adhesive? No? Okay. More adhesive, use it. Nursery workbench. Interesting. Repair plan. Why not? Hollow tape. That requires level 2. Boiled water, screws. Screws. Sugar bomb. Oil can. Whew. That's a Molotov. That's a Molotov. Hmm. Okay, where's the bucket? Where you should be from? Hold on. What do you mean don't add? I didn't know you were playing, sir. That's why I was asking you. That's why I asked you for what you wanted to add you on, sir. I just want my things. I just want to take this spot over. Hmm. I see now. Max HP. What the hell is this device? Give me something for intelligence. Something other than this garbage. Let's go with this one because why the fuck not? sure whore mouth agua. Good quantum grenade, take it. I am kind of curious about this. I'm going out the hardest way possible. Where's the rest of the enemy? He's right there. Game. 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 That was right on the motherfucker. Thank you. Make my shots matter again. Interesting. Alright then. Fuck it, going down there. Fuck it, fuck it. Phew. That's an auto rifle. There you are. Nah, nah. Good game. that's not a person then. Alright then. Cool. Hmm. There's another one back down here somewhere. Where you at, buddy? I heard that shot. Where you at, big guy? There you are. Stim packs. Take all the junk. Nothing in you. More duct tape. Needs all the duct tapes. Fuel tank. Because why not? Use. There's just a lot of stuff. Whiskey. Why not? Blue screws. Test tube. It's food. It's just a bottle. Coffee cup fan. You. No, you shut your whore mouth. Claim Tea Workshop. I believe that's all of them. I believe. Let's hope that is. Yes, claimed. Phew. So I had to stay in this radius for X amount of time. Interesting. shit. Oh. So, wow, I can't build anything within the structure, but out here I have free roam. Interesting. Wish I could get rid of that though. Can't really get rid of anything, can you? No, you really can't. Alright, that's what I need to do. Generators. Get my big one. And that takes 20, holy shit. I have 25. Interesting. I need some bigger generators. That's all I know. That is a scorpion. Attacking my fucking face. Those are two scorpions. Come at me, bitch. Come at me, bitch. Come at me. Come on. Yeah. Fuck you. Take your stuff though. Nah. Ow, sugar honey iced tea. They're fucking waves. Alright then. Duly noted. Oof. Ow. Leave me alone. Bad. Ow. God, what would suck ass. Leave me alone. Fuck you. Sugar bombs. Sugar bombs. Spoiled meat. Drop that. Quit beating me, ha 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 ha. Now I can't walk, you bastard. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, screw you. Both my legs are broken. Both my legs are broken. Defended it though. Happiness. Aluminum scrap. So building a damn 3. Shit. shit. I need to connect the wires. I'm a dumbass. Do I? Yes, I could need to be a little bit. Fuck. Sadness. Taylor. Put you there. Put you there. So I can only have two. Interesting. Home defense too. Steel. Extracted lead. Could use some lead. Replace but I just want to place it. What does this make it steel? What is this one making? It's also making steel. I don't really need steel though. Supposed to be able to Alright, then I guess I can't place any more. I wanted to place some turrets down and everything. First of all, I'm gonna go place this here. Place that there. So then why can't I place this stuff for that? Still can't. Okay then, well, this one I get because I don't have enough steel, but that's the same. Okay, so that's why steel is no problem. Fair enough. As I say that, I pick up some more steel. Billy. Now I can replace one, but I don't have a spot for it. I don't understand why. I just don't get it. There's access to an existing object, but there's nothing out here. I swear Fallout 4 or Fallout 76 physics. This is little extractor, lead extractor, and copper. I want the lead. Lead is my thing that I need for bullets, and I need bullets. Lots and lots of it. I can't place this down. I thought maybe I could place some foundations down. If not, I can place this down. This requires electricity, so place this bad boy right out of here. Power connections. then. So that should do it for now. Can't edit any of this shit. I love Fallout 4 so much better for this. I could edit all this and get rid of all the trash. Missed it. Miss it, miss it, miss it. It's about the only thing I missed from Fallout 4. Hmm. Um. Oof, need more woods. Sadness. Oh, I done goofed. I did that. Hmm. Percentage repaired. Up to 20, 25. It takes 40, so I still have 5 left over. Yeah, I need to build one more time. When do you think you built enough? If I need more gears. Okay. I know there's a whole bunch of shit in here that I could loot for gears real quick. As I'm trying to figure out what the fuck I'm firing for. As long as it's not directed towards me, I don't care. That's duct tape. I need it. I always need adhesive. Always needs it. Blowtorch, why not? Tattoo. Oh god. That's a elite that I just opened up and well then. Max HP. HP. Always drink those. Where'd you go, buddy? Come on. Come on. There you go. Okay. Okay, I know for a fact that one was on you. Thank you. A level, yay. Got a little short automatic rifle pipe. Nah, pass. That's a solid pass there, my friend. Take your ammo. Is that up top more? Or what? Is there another floor to this, or I just want my stuff back. That's it. I just want my my stuff's over there. Alright, guess I can open up these doors. Okay, let me see if my stuff's if I have anything in here. No. No. Yeah, it would have been right. Yeah, I guess. I guess. But Alright, stream, that's going to be it for me. I am done streaming for today. I should be again streaming tomorrow. Depending on what my schedule is, it varies between the morning to afternoon time frame. But the sooner I get my schedule, the sooner you guys will know. But until then, I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great